Hello and welcome to another Pastor's Day Off video. And the first thing you'll notice, in fact the first thing I'll notice, is that how desperately I need a haircut. I really must do something about that when I get home. But the first thing you'll notice is we're not actually on the boat today. In fact, my crew there is in the background just walking off picture, but it's New Year's Day, so the first thing I'll say is Happy New Year from Pastor's Day Off. And we thought that we would come down to what I think is one of Lowestoft's nicest jewels, if you like, nicest places to visit, which I'll show you in a minute. But also to give the dog a bit of a run. He's disappeared off at the moment, Hornpipe Harry, also a regular crewmate, because last night was a little bit traumatic for him. He doesn't particularly like the fireworks going off, and so we thought today that we would bring him down to one of his favourite places. So let me go and show you where we are, and it really is a very nice place and not far from where we live. So come with us and join with us on this very different Pastor's Day Off. And here we are down at North Deans Beach in Lowestoft. In fact, you can see there in the background, for those who know Lowestoft, we've got the big wind turbine that marks the town, actually the most easterly point in the country, which is something that isn't very much celebrated in Lowestoft and really ought to be. And there's an awful lot of people out today, which is not a surprise to me. Why not, on New Year's Day, come out the first day of the year and come and enjoy this? And this is what we are enjoying today. In fact, it's a lovely beach. That's very high tide. That is the highest I have ever seen the tide here. I don't know if it's going to come up any further, but we'll have a walk along there in a moment. But really, actually, this is to my shame, this is a place that I don't come down to anywhere near as often as I should. It's only a few minutes from our home, and the tendency is that when we take the dog out, we take him to one of the local parks, and we don't bring him down here. But that's a real shame, because actually this is one of his most favourite places, and in a minute you'll probably see him running around and jumping in the sea and getting rather wet, which of course then creates the problem of getting him home and keeping the car dry, but also he will need a bath when he gets home. But why not? This is a good place to start the year, and even though we're not on the boat, it's still my day off, and what a great place to enjoy it. So come with us and just enjoy the sights. There he is running around. He thoroughly enjoys being here. And you can see any minute now he's going to end up in the sea, and that's not because, well, where's he trying to get to? Come on, Harry dog, come on, where are you? He's a fun boy, and that friendly jacket we put on him because he is a staffy, and people have got this silly idea that staffies are unfriendly and shouldn't be approached, but he really is the softest character in the world. So anyway, come with us and we'll have a little bit of a walk along the seafront, enjoy the scenery with us and the peacefulness of this new year. Here I am actually down on the beach now and walking along to catch up the rest of the crew. Harry there is showing a little bit of interest, probably too much interest in what the fisherman is doing there. But this is an opportunity for me to perhaps say a little bit about what will be happening this year as far as Pastor's Day Off is concerned. The first thing that you'll notice, and I will film, and I've mentioned already, is that we're actually going to move the boat. The boat is currently up at St Olives, and the plan is to move its mooring down to Birr Castle, where we will have better access to Breydon water to do some serious sailing, and that's going to be another one of the big differences this year, in that we will hopefully be doing some more serious sailing videos, so that you'll be able to see that we do know how to sail, and also getting a bit more practice as time goes on, so that we can have some slightly more interesting, I hope, ventures out, possibly even later on being able to go out and do some sea sailing. I didn't need to film that, did I? You didn't really want to see him doing that. I don't know why I did. I just had to point the camera at something. Let's point it out there instead. It's a much better scene out at the sea. But also, in being at Birr Castle, it will give us a bit better access onto the rest of the Southern Broads without having to lower the mast so often. We'll be able to get up close to Norwich and cruise around some parts that we haven't been able to so easily do recently. But also, it will give us better access, quicker access to the Northern Broads when we want to get up there. So I'm hoping that it's a wise decision, a better decision for us. Certainly it's going to be a less costly decision having the boat there. But anyway, let me just move the camera around. We'll certainly be hoping to get out far more on the boat this year, and perhaps doing some things with the boat that we haven't done before, and also so you can see some of the things that are involved in boat ownership as we continue to learn them ourselves. But in the meantime, enjoy the sights that we have down here, and tune in again, come on again, and hopefully our adventures on Pastor's Day Off will continue. So for the moment, I'm going to bid you all a happy new year, in fact a happy new decade. I trust that all that you do, all that you seek to do, will be pleasant and prosperous. So I'm going to sign off for now, just let the video just roll on itself, and I'll see you very soon on our next edition of Pastor's Day Off.